Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm working on my Collage Weekly Planner, Volume 3 by Margarete Miller, and I'm on week 37. And so the first thing in the prompt is a playing card either side. I have this one. This is a playing card. It has a picture of my cat Buddy on it. And it says, the artist is not responsible for cat hair in her artwork. I can use that either side. Next is a zigzag pattern. And I have this digital, and I forgot to write down the name. Okay, I got the name. Me and Emily, A-M-E-L-I-E, Designs. Me and Emily Designs. And it's called Stitch Borders. So I'm going to use that for my zigzag pattern. Bells. A bell or bells. So I have this from Unavailable Art on Etsy, but it's very Christmassy, and I think it might not work. So then I just did a search online for some clip art, and I found these bells. We'll see. Famous city. Well, I couldn't find a famous city, but I found a famous building in a famous city. So here's the Empire State Building in New York City. Something that reminds you of a wedding. Well, the bells do, but then I also found this image here of this little girl. These two are from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage, the book, which I've mentioned before. And she looks like she could be in a wedding. She could be the flower girl, or it could be a confirmation dress. It's hard to say. So, but she reminds me of a wedding. And the last is a postage stamp. I have these postage stamps of little bunnies, which have nothing to do with anything, but I kind of like the color of it. So things are sort of neutral. There isn't anything too bright in there. I also printed out the stitches in black and white in case I prefer to use black and white. And then I had these little die cuts that sort of remind me of a wedding. Thought I could put those on there. Okay, so let's see what we can do. First, I think I'll go ahead and fussy cut these items and then see how they look. Okay, I don't think I'll use this one. It's sure pretty. There's very beautiful watercolors that this Yana Filova does. Very beautiful digitals of original watercolors. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. I'm going to leave room here for some sort of saying that I'll find after I glue everything down. And so the first thing that I need to glue down is the playing card. And so I'm going to just glue down the Okay, so now it's in the right place and the ink is not sticking. I'm going to outline this in brown. I have my little pencil sharpener. And I'll fast forward this. I do this pretty much on every collage, but I do have a couple collages where I haven't done it. And I'll show you that, because when I finish this I'll show you the collages that I did since our last get together. So I'm going to go around everything, and I won't make you sit and watch all that. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I've gone around everything. Not exactly everything. I'm not putting any brown on these zigzags. Okay, so then I have a little water dish, little cap. And I use a water pen. And this particular pen puts out more water than I like, so I just dip it for this application anyways. So then I dissolve the pencil. It's by the way, a Stabilo All pencil in brown. Comes in black and brown, red and blue and white, and I think green, although I don't have a green. And they sell them on Amazon, but you have to look at all the different vendors because they have different prices. So you have to look through and see who's got the best price. I'll put links to everything I use below so you can find it and check it out, see if it's something you want to try. I really enjoyed this. I learned this from Diane Hubert at Pretty Pink Cottage, and I really took to it. I like it. I missed a little spot. I want to go right here. In doing this, it also helps to cover the little white edges from your cutouts, from your fussy cuts. Helps them to blend into the background and not look so much like they're pasted on. Okay, I think I got everything. So now we're going to look for a saying. And I am once again going to pull out my Karen Tamir Art journal words. Let's see which one I haven't used yet, because I use a lot of these. Tell your story through art. She has one kit that's affirmations for artists. The universe is conspiring to give you what you need. And then she has one that is kind of snarky, like, said no one ever, I'm the boss. I want it, I buy it, now what? I'm sorry I offended you with my common sense. Create with confidence, create without fear. They come large, they come, let's see, if I have a printout, I usually print them out smaller, but they fill up a whole letter size paper. I have no filter. Be happy, it drives people crazy. So I don't think I want snarky for this one. Well, I may have used this one already, but this is what I feel like. Perfection is overrated. So I'll clean these up, get them out of my way. And I use these CD report folders to keep my digitals in. Has a little pocket in the front where I can put bits and pieces. I put the name of the Etsy shop, and then I put a description of the Etsy kit, of the digital kit. All right. Perfection is overrated, and I tore the corner off of it, so it's not perfect. So the only thing perfect on this page is the little girl. She's so cute. Now I'll let that dry for a minute. I had problems with perfection when I was younger and learning to do art, and I always felt like I needed to be perfect and I needed to do great works, but I got over it. All right, so now we'll check again. We got everything. Playing card either side, zigzag pattern, a bell or bells, a famous city, something that reminds you of a wedding, and postage stamp. And now, before I go, we'll go back to the last one I did, and I'll show you what I've done since then. So let's see, what was the last one I did on camera? This one. So I did this one. I'm not alone. He's got a butterfly on his face, on his nose. So the next one I did was number 34, When Nothing Goes Right, Go Left. So something fast, I have this car, a scrap from a paper pad. So that would be this pad of graph paper in here. A flag. So here I have just a little bit of the British flag showing through here. That was from a magazine. Architecture, some more buildings from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. If you're not familiar with that, that's this wonderful book here that I've really chopped up quite a bit now. Text other than English or your native language. So right down here I have some text. It's from a Taiwanese book, and I know that it doesn't say anything bad because a friend of the family used to make these little magazines that helped Taiwanese businessmen understand English culture. And then tissue paper. So I have a little bit of tissue paper in here. I have two kinds. I have this one that is Chinese calligraphy practice paper, and I have this little piece of tissue graft paper. So that was week 34. That was fun. This one I did sort of monochromatic. Just felt like doing something monochromatic. So a flower, I have this reproduction of an old postcard, reduced, of violets and little snowdrops, I think. A postal item, I have this stamp, and it's loose and it's inside the plastic from the envelope. Something written in your non-dominant hand, so I put here collage art. A security envelope, and the envelope lifts up to here, so you can look at the dictionary page underneath. That's part of the book printed. Lace. So I don't have cloth lace, but I have this lace paper doily right here. And the bonus is sheet music, so I put some sheet music here. And I purposely left the illustrations from the dictionary page visible. And that was week 35. And I used the black Stabilo pencil on this one. So week 36, I haven't decided if I'm going to outline this. If I do, it'll be in brown. And so fall weather, so this is from a book I saw somebody else use, and I was able to find it on Used Bookshop, Thriftbooks. It's called Instant Weather Forecasting by Alan Watts. And it has all these pictures of skies in it. And I thought, how cool to use in collage. They make good backgrounds. They're a real good size. And it has some charts and graphs and stuff that you could use in collage. So I thought that was pretty good. I'll put that down below so you can look for it if you're interested. That's how I found it. Somebody else recommended it. Okay, so we have the fall weather. A quote. Here's a quote. "As long as autumn lasts, I shall not have hands, canvas, and colors enough to paint the beautiful things I see." Vincent van Gogh. So I put one of his sunflower pictures there, and I put this sunflower cutout. It was from stationery or a greeting card or something, I can't remember. I didn't do stars. And for something sharp, I put this pine cone. I have a lot of pine cones in my yard, and if you step on them, they could be sharp. And the bonus is washi tape, so I just put this washi tape. Oh, I forgot one. Something that represents time, so I got this clock. It's cut out from some Tim Holtz paper. So that was 36. Then we're back to today, week 37. So I have one more thing to show you. Take a couple of minutes. I'm also working on Margarete Miller's Days of Observance, Vintage Journal and Glue Book. And so this covers different holidays of the year, and the prompts have to do with that holiday or a theme of that holiday. So these are the ones that I have done and shown in the past. And then I believe I left off here because I got kind of behind. So we have Earth Day on April 22nd. And it has collage prompts, something green. There's lots of green on here. An animal that walks on land, this cat, although he's up in a tree. Water in any form. Here's the wave from an ocean. Something that blows in the wind, the leaves of the palm tree. And textured paper. So right in here I have some, underneath I have some textured paper. Then April 29th was International Dance Day, and I got this brochure for the Shenyun Dance Theater, and it was so beautiful I didn't want to throw it out. And so it says, do you have a favorite style of dance? Journal about your experiences or create a collage with dance as a theme. So I just took the brochure and cut out the beautiful pictures and did that. So then we have Labor Day. Though Labor Day is observed in September in US and Canada, in most countries it is May 1st. And the prompt is, when you're not working, it's important to unwind. Find images that show something relaxing, collage or journal on ways to find calm. So I did a collage. I picked out this magazine picture of this little patio, and it has a comfy seat here with a quilt on it and some chairs. And then I superimposed this basket of flowers, and I put the birds because that's what I enjoy. I enjoy working in my garden and listening to the birds. So May 5th was World Bee Day, and the prompts are handwriting. So I wrote, Happy World Bee Day. An office supply, the paper clip. Something green. I have a butterfly here. It's a sticker. A geometric shape. I think this label here is a geometric shape. A compound geometric shape. And an insect that carries pollen, so I put a bee. These images here were part of the original background. So I was really far behind. Queen's birthday, May 24th, 1819, Victoria Day. So this is part of the background. This image is here. I added this. This is United Kingdom, Tower Bridge. It's a stamp on a sticker. And then this is Kew Palace, which was the summer retreat for Margaret of Anjou. This is Queen Charlotte. So do you follow any royal families? Find images that represent royalty and glue them here. So my grandmother was from England, so I've always been interested in England and English royalty. Memorial Day. Create a collage in honor of those in service, including first responders, police, fire, emergency, and medical personnel. So I have here the fire department logo. I have here the sheriff's office logo. I have here a facsimile of a painting of a World War I soldier. I have here a picture of my father who was in World War II. Shows you how old I am. This was part of the page, and it also looks like a World War I soldier. And then this is a National Guardsman, or I'm not really sure. It was out of my newspaper. It was an advertisement for some special event that was going on. And then here is the famous Iwo Jima statue of the raising of the American flag on Iwo Jima during World War II, which I've always loved that sculpture. Okay, we got World Oceans Day on June 8th. Did you know that there are still undiscovered species of animals in the ocean? Find 3 things you can see in an ocean and collage with them. Well, I found more than 3. All of these come from extraordinary things to cut out and collage, and I've got this octopus, and then I intertwined this seashell and this anemone and this fish and this coral within his tentacles. And I outlined this one with the blue Stabilo All pencil. June 29th is Camera Day. And the prompt is, a camera is a tool that helps us record memories. Glue, write, or collage on what other items can be used to preserve a memory. So I put in this picture of my mother when she was quite young. I think it was before she was married. And she enjoyed photography. It was her hobby, and she learned it in high school and did it through her whole life. And here's a picture of my father, my brother, and I just put these images. This was part of the page, and this is part of the page, but I put these images on there. And they don't really have anything to do with cameras, except that my mom was a photographer. Not a professional photographer, hobby photographer. Then we have Nation Day. Celebrate your country by creating a collage with colors or themes from your flag. So red, white, and blue. And this is very simple. I have this little girl sitting on this polar bear, and these are from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. Then International Chess Day, July 20th. What was one of your favorite games to play when you were growing up? Collage with game pieces. So I like dominoes. I don't remember if it was my favorite game, but this is a scan of some dominoes that were my mother's when she was a child. And then these images are from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage. International Cat Day, August 8th. Journal a memory you have with a cat or create a collage with cats as your theme. Well, my cat that I had before Buddy, his name was Cheetah, and he was long and lean and tall and very cheetah-like. And so I found all these and cut out Extraordinary Things to Cut Out and Collage, and I just have the cat chasing these bugs. International Dog Day, August 26th. Do you have a favorite family pet you grew up with? Journal a memory or find an image you can associate with this pet and collage with it. Well, for dogs, this was my dog Gidget. She was a very sweet miniature poodle, and she was in a situation with some larger dogs and needed to find a new home, and I was able to adopt her. And here she is with my cat. His name was Kitten because somebody gave him to me and I wasn't going to keep him, so I didn't want to give him a name, so I just called him Kitten. But of course I couldn't give him up after that. And then there was Squeaky. I got her when she was so small that she just would make a little squeaky noise. And then this is Cheetah, the one I was talking about here. And he used to like to sleep in my arms when I was working on the computer, which made things kind of difficult. And then this is Buddy, my cat, the one that I have now. And that's the rest of the book to look forward to. And so I still have several pages to go through the rest of the year. So thanks for watching and have a great day collaging. Bye-bye.